Hi, everybody. I'm Paul,
And I'm Charlene.
and we're here to give you a quick wrap up of the month of August in paddleball.
Woo!
Yeah, so we started the month with Ariel throwing a beginners tournament in Marine Park, Brooklyn. I thought it was great. There was 12 teams, a lot of close games, a lot of good games.
Very
and
good games.
It was thrown for mostly people who have never really played in tournaments before, or who have only been playing paddleball for a year or two. So it was very exciting. I thought it was great. And the winners in that one, if you didn't see it yet, was Alan and Anna. They won.
Alan is from Juniper Park and Anna plays in Central Park.
Yes, and they won over Liz Gonzalez and Julio, her brother.
Her brother, who was only playing, I think, for like 2 weeks. So
Yeah, he's a good athlete.
very good athlete.
So I do expect good things from him coming soon. So that was fun. If you can catch some of those games, definitely tune into Paddleball United on Facebook, or again, Paul Porter did try and catch a few of the games.
Yes.
The next thing we had was on August 14th was at the Liz Cologne Courts, so Marathon Park. Her goodbye.
That was a great last gathering of paddleball players and friends to say goodbye to Liz Cologne, as she just recently left to go live in Florida. So we all got together one last time, and it was a lot of fun because honestly, all the courts were taken, and it was just a wonderful, fun time for everybody.
Very rare
to play.
thing.
Yeah, marathon doesn't pack out that much. We usually have about 3 courts. All the courts were full, so
We
it's a
had
lot of fun.
six courts going on one time, which
great.
is insane. And
And it actually went very late.
yeah.
How late, babe? How late?
So I think I saw some people there till about 11 o'clock at night. So.
It was late.
Yeah, it was great. So the PFA threw a big tournament. Really, only the second big tournament of the month of August,
Right.
and we had some really good great games, I should say. And I don't know if you want some of the games.
There were some terrific games. Kay and Will the Warrior beat Melissa Brooklyn, and Al, Maritz's husband from the Bronx, I should say Yonkers, and also Isabel and Julio, big upset, beat Angie and Paul Angel.
That was a great game. Great game.
Great game.
I don't know if upset's the right word, because Julio and Isabel, I think, can beat anybody anytime.
I had a conversation, I won't mention that person's name, and when I did mention that Isabel and Julio were going to play Paul Angel and Angie, their reaction was sort of like, and I always say you never take anybody out of the game. I played with Julio in a tournament, and he never ceases to amaze me. He is such a go-getter and will do just about anything to prove he can get to a shot, or he can just upset any score at any point, even if you're really way behind. And they were trailing pretty significantly. And Isabel, is amazing at getting the ball back on the wall and keeping her partner in position, and they proved once again that anybody can win at any time against anyone. So that was an awesome game.
Yeah, what other great games did we have?
Ariel and Marlon beat Rosamond and Pep.
Yeah, I think that game was 21-20. I believe.
Yeah, that was a nail biter.
That was a great game.
That was a real nail biter.
Yeah.
Rosamond comes up from Florida to participate in so many tournaments, and we love the fact that she's always attending these events and playing her heart out. She just loves the tournament, and she is always a great supporter, and just watching her play so beautifully that day, and Ariel and Marlon, I mean, all 4 of these players played spectacular.
Yeah.
So that was also a great game. Where could they find that game? That
I think Paddleball United has that game.
Possibly,
yeah. So check out.
Please check
Paddleball
out.
United's got a lot of action. So
there was
definitely check it out.
a lot of film going.
So another
on
great
Ariel.
game was Emso and Brian beating Karen and Chris. Brian's a beast. He can beat anybody, but Emso, as most of you know, is very new to paddleball, and
she's playing less than 2 years too.
Yeah, so I mean, not easy to play against
Very
Karen
improved.
or Chris, and
That was
a good win.
Yes, that was an
nice
excellent win. Excellent win.
And the biggest upset of the day.
The biggest was Ryder and Delia beating Erica and Danny. That was just spectacular. I mean, Ryder, I was sitting down with Ryder just before they called him to go on that court, and I said, you have to play Erica and Danny, and his first response was, not a problem. And he was just so fully focused.
Yeah.
And he played amazing. Delia played her best. They again proved that at any time anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah, he really wanted that game. You could tell.
He wanted it. He really did. He put his heart into that game.
Another great game was Charlene right next to me and Willie Wheels against Anita and Sean. That was in a semifinal game. That was
a great game.
Maybe a heartbreak for Charlene and Willie as they were up.
Yeah.
And
we couldn't close it. I mean, I think the difference in that game, aside from the fact that everybody just played their heart out, was Anita. Anita got every shot that Willie hit to the corner. I mean, she
ageless. She really is.
She was throwing herself, diving. I mean, this woman's in her 60s, so for anybody that thinks that anybody's too old to be playing this game, she's one to prove you wrong. And spectacular.
Yeah.
Play.
So the other thing we had going on that day, well, I should say PFA had going on that day, was the singles. You had Dave, a couple of great games with Dave Blatt and the Warrior. Former teammates going at it.
Oh wow!
So that's a great game. Catch that one. Dave Blatt's got that on his YouTube page. Definitely check that out. On the girls' side, another great game was Angie, young Angie, 17-year-old Angie, and Karen. Karen, who's I want to say the queen of the singles for the girls.
Yes.
So Angie came up on top on that one, and then Angie did win the whole thing by beating Erica.
That was a spectacular game as well.
Erica, I think, is the number one lady right now, and for Angie to beat her, that's pretty impressive.
Angie, I felt, played next to spotless. She played amazing.
Very focused.
Very focused. Her shots were crisp. Erica played great, but Angie just, she hit all her spots. She hit all her shots, and again, she played a tremendous singles game and won. She played amazing.
Yeah, and the men's finals was won by Sean Jackson.
Sean Jackson.
He is the number one player right now. I mean, he's beating everybody.
Him and Anita beat Kathy and Damien for the championship. So
that's right. Yeah.
They Anita and Sean beat Kathy and Damien in the mixed finals, and Sean took the singles finals, so he was a champion in 2 finals.
Yeah, that's very impressive. Sean's very impressive.
Very impressive.
Singles and doubles, he's taken both. I know the PFA also gave out some Rising Stars awards.
Rising Stars.
Yeah.
And that went to Ryder. Woo!
Yep.
And Angela.
Yeah, Angela played great. She actually
amazing.
played pretty good in the singles game, and then in the doubles game, I partnered up with Angela. We played against Richie Miller and Bernice, and she held her own. I mean, Richie, gave her some, and she held up. She did great. We're very proud of her. She's playing great.
It's nice to see all these up and coming young players really so excited about the game and playing in as many tournaments as they can, and just getting the experience of being on a higher platform. It's so different than just playing in the park. I mean, you play to practice, and but when you're on a platform and there's nerves and just pressure and people watching, it can be rattling, and it's so wonderful to see these up and coming players playing so beautifully and more relaxed with each tournament that they participate in. So the more tournaments you play in, the more relaxed and more confident you become, and we're starting to see that so much more now than when these players first started out. So it's really nice to see. So we're really proud of all of them.
Yeah. So also in the month of August we celebrated Bay's 60th
Bay turned
birthday.
60.
Happy birthday, Bay.
Yay, happy birthday, Bay.
That's 60. I can't believe he's 60.
No, I
the guy
can't either.
moves great, plays great. He's on the
Amazing
floor
player.
diving, going.
Yes.
And then on the sad side of the
On the
news.
sad side, one of the players at Colucci, Ray, which we know for years, he played at Colucci. Unfortunately, he did pass. And
Ray also played a lot at Orchard. You guys know him from racquetball,
always happy, always smiling, always
playing his music.
Always,
good.
happy to be playing ball, and
that was a tough one.
That was very tough, hard.
Good, very nice guy.
Very, very nice guy. And also another sad passing was Vinny, who played at Juniper for so many years. This is John Lombardi's cousin, and he also was in his. I think he just turned 60.
Yeah.
This year I think so. So two wonderful guys, and unfortunately not with us anymore. So condolences to their families, and we will miss them. And very sad.
Awful news. So now what we have coming up in September, it's going to be a little bit busier than August.
Busy.
Yeah. So one of the tournaments, the first weekend in September, is down in Virginia. Don't have too much information on it, but I believe it's run by the Bolivian something or other.
It was a Bolivian tournament. I think it was 3-wall racquetball. Also, I believe there were handball players down there as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we'll have more on it for the September.
And it was a small ball, but we really
we'll talk
don't know
about
that
people
much
when
about
they
that.
come back from
Right.
that. Also, the first weekend we have Paul Angel's B tournament, which being held at Marine Park. So that should be exciting.
That's coming up tomorrow, and exciting.
Yeah. And then also we also have the women's A-B tournament on the September 14th. That's being held by Paddleball United.
Paddleball at Marine Park.
Marine Park.
If you're around, come check it out.
That should be fun. That's good teams there too. Then on the 21st we have Jasmine's tournament. I hope she's still holding it. I think she is, right?
I believe so, and it was announced that it would be held at Juniper Park. So hopefully we'll get some more information, and please check in with me or look on my page for any details that I can post. I'll post details as I start hearing more about the tournament. And Karen Singles is coming up on September 28th, and that's also at Marine Park. So she's got a lot of women playing in that. So please come down and support and watch the women.
This is, I believe, the 3rd or 4th year that Karen's done this. And it's always a pretty good turnout, but this year, so far, it's the biggest turnout we're going to have. Yeah. So Karen's done a good job, and good job, ladies.
She's got well over 20 women signed up for it, so I'm very happy for her. She puts a lot of hard work into this tournament, and she's really passionate about doing something special for the ladies. So if you haven't registered, please reach out to Karen Cardillo, and she'd be happy to register you. And again, it's the women's singles at Marine Park on September 28th this month.
Yep, so we should have a lot to talk about in about a month. So anyway, thank you for watching.
Thank you. That's our August wrap up, and we'll be seeing everybody soon. Check out the tournament tomorrow at Marine Park. It's B men's, but women can also participate, and should be a lot of fun. And we'll see you guys soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.